Hi everyone, I'm Quinn Ritzdorf, the Communications Coordinator with the Clerk and Recorder's Office. And of course we have Clerk and Recorder Steve Schleiker. How's it going?
Doing well, Guy. How are you today?
Good. I wanted to talk to you about the CrowdStrike outage that happened last week. Can you kind of tell me what went down? When were you notified kind of when things were happening?
Absolutely. So many in the community and also throughout the state understand, the impact that the CrowdStrike had. Yeah. And what this was, it was basically a cybersecurity update to, Microsoft platforms and things like that. And I was notified as far as the effects in regards to our state-owned computers and printers in our motor vehicle and also in our driver's license branches. So I was in contact with the Department of Revenue Director, and she shared that this is going to be affecting a lot of our services. And so we were troubleshooting as soon as we knew things were going down, which was early Friday.
Yeah, and it was only impacting motor vehicle. Can you explain why it didn't touch our other departments in the office?
Definitely. So, our motor vehicle computers and printers are provided by the Department of Revenue. They're owned by the state. Yeah. And with that, they are basically on a Microsoft-based platform with drives and also with driver's license software. So what it was the state was affected, not the El Paso County Clerk and Recorder. So it affected their machines. So we were sitting here working with the State Office of Information Technology to try to get these services back up. And Quinn, as you know, sadly, there were some executive decisions that had to be made because we actually had customers sitting there as the system was going down or could not reboot. Right. And sadly, I had to make the decision to close the branch offices for a couple days to try to get things back up and running.
Yeah, can you explain the impact? Because it didn't only happen just Friday when this all took place. It affected kind of this motor vehicle for a couple days.
Yeah, Quinn, we ended up closing on Friday. We closed on Saturday, where our Union Town Center branch is open on Saturday from 8 to 1. Yeah. We were closed on Monday. Thankfully, we were 50% open. We only had 2 branches open yesterday, but today we are about 99.9% up and going. And I just have to sit there and thank our information services staff, our motor vehicle staff, and the Office of Information Technology. It was a lot of work because to correct the PCs or the printers that were affected by CrowdStrike is you had to do a hard reboot, and sometimes this reboot took 30, 40, maybe 50 times to reboot these PCs. But with that being said, is we got everything back up except for a handful of PCs that need to be re-imaged. But as of today, we are about 99.9% back. But at the same time, as I congratulate the staff for having to go through this process, is I sincerely thank the customers, for their patience. Because there were a lot of customers sitting in line waiting to be assisted, and we weren't able to do that.
Yeah, and I know a lot of customers have reached out to you in the past couple of days, wondering what's going on. Kind of what's been your message to them?
Just explaining to them, as far as how that impacted, motor vehicle and driver's licenses. In addition, as there's been customers going, has there been any impact on any other statutory offices, such as elections and recording and clerk to the board, which absolutely had no impact whatsoever on those. It was just motor vehicle and also driver's licenses. But for the most part, everybody I've talked to has been extremely understanding.
Yeah, that's good. Yep. Well, thanks for kind of explaining the process, and it seems like now we're back on track.
Absolutely. So, we're back on the rails and business as usual. So, Quinn, thank you, sir.
Yeah, awesome.